you ever noticed that as great as mountain biking is, it can often be a little one-dimensional and, dare I say it, elitist when it comes to group rides? Clubs, midweek rides all over the world that have riders split between too fast or too slow, complaining about the pace of the ride. This sometimes means that the less fit get to go to the pub, coffee shop early, whilst the most fit get the extra lap done for macho and masochistic reasons. However, on an e-bike, we can all tune into whatever amount of effort we feel like. As such, this has massive implications for both the ride and the barbell. I just want to introduce you then to the idea that you can go on an e-mountain bike ride with absolutely anyone. But I just want to highlight a few things if you haven't gone on an e-bike ride yet, and that is the fact you can adjust the level of assistance on the bike. So on this bike here, you've got Eco, Trail or Boost mode, and you can actually fine-tune those as well. So what I'm saying is you can actually choose how hard or easy you want to go. So you can go for a high assistance ride with a low heart rate, or you can go for a low assistance ride with a high heart rate. It's pretty simple, really. Hannah from Crankbrothers. How's it going?
Good. Yeah, really good.
Well, I was just actually talking about going on an e-bike ride. You can mix an e-bike ride with anybody, right?
Yeah.
And you're new to e-mountain biking?
Fairly new. Yeah, had it since July, so
right.
Yeah, not new to mountain biking, but definitely e-bike.
Has it changed what you do on a bike?
Yeah, I've been riding for 25 years now.
Whoa.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just revolutionised how I ride. It means you can do back-to-back days. People who say that you get lazy riding an e-bike, I definitely disagree. I've lost 10 kilograms since getting it.
What, 10 kilos?
Yeah.
Crikey.
I just feel like I enjoy riding so much more. My technical abilities have improved. You get to do so many more descents. And like you say, you can ride with anybody.
Wow, Hannah, that's big talk, that is.
Yeah.
Shall we go for a spin then?
Yeah.
What do you fancy doing?
Let's just have a really fun, flowy, smiley day on the bike.
Right, okay. Right, we've got a trail centre in the Forest of Dean, which is on the England-Wales border. And we're going to take on the Verdres Trail, which is a blue trail, but we might mix in a bit of red as well. See how it goes. So, me and Hannah have just gone for a quick spin to, well, I guess to sort of weigh up, you know, where we're at, what kind of trail we want to do. And I think when you're going for your first e-mountain bike ride with a partner or a friend, you need to understand that, you know, you might have different abilities, different fitness levels, different bikes. And also, if you're taking a friend out, one of the most important things, and my wife tells me about this all the time, is the seat.
Yeah.
But it really is super important, isn't it? Because on an e-mountain bike, you do spend more time sat down, especially on the climbs.
So I think it's one of those areas of the bike that a lot of people don't prioritise as much as maybe they should. A lot of people will put up with discomfort. I think when you first start riding, yeah, it's not going to be the most comfortable thing. We're not designed to sit on saddles, we're designed to walk on our feet. But if you get pain or numbness, that's a problem. That's a warning sign. You need to change something. So, for instance, I'm riding the Physique Adon saddle, which is an e-bike specific saddle. It's not male or female specific, but I'm really comfortable on it. My partner, he rides the same saddle, but in a slightly different width.
It's just trial and error, right, to get it right. Now, I've got an ergon seat on my bike, and I actually use a variety of ergon seats depending on the type of ride that I go on. Today is actually a non-e-bike specific seat, but when I go on longer rides, I actually use the bigger one because I'm going to be in the saddle for longer. But yeah, so folks, if you're going to take anyone for a ride, be prepared for some whinging because you might have got the seat wrong, and that's simply on a personal level, right? Now, in as much as I would highly recommend getting up into the hills or into the woods on unmarked trails, simply for that sense of adventure and going into the unknown, probably one of the best places to start if you're taking a partner or a friend on an e-mountain bike ride is actually a trail centre, because you will have a range of graded trails from green to blue to red and of course up to black. Obviously, if you're taking someone new on a ride and they have been riding before, then you can maybe go straight to black, but I'd suggest building it up. Be prepared though, if you do go to a trail centre or a bike park, to be inundated with information as well as cappuccinos and bacon rolls. Hannah, this is new to me. What does this mean?
So this area, we're looking more at the gravity focused trails. So these different gradings are based more on the features that are on the trail rather than like the width of the overall trail itself.
What's to me like small bump, medium bump and large bump or jump?
Large, you'd be expecting to, maybe have a double or a bigger drop off, whereas it's better to start small and then work your way up. Don't go straight in here.
Hannah, not my cup of tea. Let's head off that way. Now, I've never been for a spin with Hannah before, and we've just done a couple of Ks to work out, what the pace is like and whether we're able to ride at the same pace, which is actually a key part of riding an e-bike, right? You can actually ride together and not, miles apart. Now, it's quite interesting, when we were riding, Hannah's riding in trail mode and I'm riding in trail mode as well. But you've adjusted the output levels on that motor, right? Yeah,
on trail and eco, I just topped them up a little bit from how they come factory set, because I was finding that it wasn't giving me quite enough assistance to be able to have a nice relaxed ride where we could chat while we were on the climb.
Right. So. Yeah, we can both ride in trail mode, right? And in trail mode, that means we can get a decent range out of both these bikes. And they are quite different bikes. I'm interested to know, what is it, what benefits have you seen since you've been riding the e-mountain bike in terms of fitness?
Just you can ride more consistently and more days back to back. Like we did a trip to Scotland where we rode 5 days continuously. I wouldn't have been able to do that on my non-electric bike. But like from a statistics point of view, like my resting heart rate's gone down from in the 70s to 55.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because of that consistent training.
Yeah.
Like, I'm working with a trainer as well.
Yeah.
But that more enthusiasm and excitement to get out and ride more.
I mean, that is significant. And, you mentioned the 10 kilos earlier, but maybe it's things such as your resting heart rate, which are maybe more important details in terms of your fitness levels, right?
And enjoying riding more. That is the ultimate goal, to get out and want to get out every day. If I could, I would.
Yeah. Now, there are many other things which differentiate an e-mountain bike ride from a mountain bike ride. It's not just about the ability levels or the fitness levels or the weight. It's other things too, which you might not take into account if you're new to e-mountain biking. Now, each motor operates in a certain way, and there are differences in speed between each motor as well, so you might need to take that into account. It might not simply be that one of you is fitter than the other. It simply could be down to the motor or indeed the tyres fitted to that particular e-mountain bike. So, a couple of things for you to think about when you're out with your mate, your friend, your partner, your uncle, your cousin, your granny, your granddad, or your niece or nephew on your first e-mountain bike ride together.
Right, Jamesy, we're missing one thing.
Oh yeah?
What happens?
Just the one?
Well, a few things. But what happens if something goes wrong? We need to have some spares with us.
Right,
Get us out of trouble.
Is this the bag with all the kit, is it? Because I ain't got any kit.
It's got most of the kit in. So, we have like the essentials that something goes wrong with your tyres, we've got a tyre lever and a pump.
What else you
I've got a multi-tool.
Right, which does what? Everything?
Well, it does pretty much everything. It's even got tyre inserts in there in case you get a hole in your tyre.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're both running tubeless, so that's handy.
I think key part of that as well is to have a chain breaker and maybe a link as well.
Yes. Well, I have a chain breaker on another multi-tool. You don't need to take two, but I seem to collect them.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a face mask.
Obviously.
It is 2021. And really essential if you do start flagging.
I think I might need some of them actually.
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you.
Mobile phone. Yeah. Important. And also I've got some like hydration.
And I guess that is the basics, right?
Yeah.
I think you can get home with those things. Oh, there's more. There's more. Hold on. More
Star
sweets.
mix. Just in case.
Yeah, but like Hannah said, you know, these are key things that you need to take with you on a ride with your mate, because the key thing as well is to make sure one of you at least has got it, because, you know, I've actually left without anything. Hannah, great day out. I think this proves we can go riding on e-bikes with anybody, and us ourselves can be any type of athlete we want to be. We can be, you know, riding in a high heart rate or a lower heart rate. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Quite a few tips there. I think Hannah's tips were the best ones for sure. So what's next, Hannah, for you?
Well, I'm turning 40 this year, so I want a mega challenge. So, yeah, thinking Everesting on an e-bike by the end of 2021.
Oh my God, I think I'm going to leave that to you. Guys, let us know your thoughts on different ways to ride with your partner, your friend, your uncle, your cousin, your auntie, your granny. And Hannah, leave you all the best of your Everest challenge. I'll see you later.
Bye.